Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Going to take a quick look here at Cardano. Thank you so much for the request. What we're going to do is take a look again at this magnetic pull that we're going to see possibly, or more so likely, back to these lower Fibonacci levels here. Based on Elliott Wave, we are speculating the price actually be pulling back to that, basically the 0.382 or zero point 0.5 Fibonacci retracement levels. Occasionally you will see 0.618 as well. It's another common retracement zone. But just know that most things that go up in this regard have to come down usually on average close to the halfway point or 0.382. It's a really common area or zone. We also see that there's a lot of volume in this range too. The second most amount of volume besides this bottom shelf here, where we get the largest amount of volume in this range, okay? So again, if you exclude that most recent part, we can see the most amount of volume in this area here, which implies if the price pulls back to that level, it should bounce from there. Okay, so again, some fantastic stuff there. Be sure to check that out. Again, quick congrats actually to our community members here for some awesome profits. We got some fantastic stuff here from our Solana trade. We took what, 41% if you round up a little bit in a day and a half. That's a nice little short 5x leverage trade we took there in our premium group there. So again, congrats to our premium members. Just like to kind of throw that out there because you got to celebrate the small stuff. I mean, because honestly, like the market the way that it is right now, it's interesting, and profits are profits can be taken, but profits can be lost too. It's a crazy, crazy market. Anyways, take a look here at Cardano. What we're going to look at here next is, of course, the RSI. I talked about this recently too. On the daily, we've spent a decent amount of time above that level. And if you look at its history here, Cardano doesn't really stay above 70 on the RSI very often. Last time it did this here, and one of the few times I previously covered this, price was kind of surging here once more for about 7 to 10 days in that range back in January. And that's obviously when Bitcoin went from like 16 to 30 to 25,000, somewhere in that range. It did some pretty significant movements. And that was the last time we saw that from Cardano. So as you can kind of tell, with Bitcoin surging now, big surprise, Cardano is up over 70. Okay? The bottom line here is that we've been above this level for some time, and it would make sense for the price to pull back because the simple fact that the price has been this high for a while. Okay? We do also want to recognize too, though, that money flow index is pretty high. When we see the money flow index high, that tells us that there's a lot of money coming into this coin, and that could also very well lead this coin to staying at this substantial level it's at right now, or going higher. Okay? So again, higher volume, as we can kind of see here, leads me to believe that the price action may not pull back as aggressive as you'd expect. Okay? So just some things to kind of think about. We take a look at, let's see here, the moving averages. We can kind of note that we are back above the 200-day SMA. That's fantastic news. It's a very, very good sign. We got a potential golden cross on the horizon here as well. So that's really just telling us we got really, really positive signs here. So again, this 0.382, 0.5 levels, that may not happen. It's kind of preface there. Just because Elliott Wave speculates the fact it's going to go to that next level doesn't mean it's going to, right? But you got to recognize too, pullback has to happen in order for the next leg up to be able to substantially be able to hold itself in the price range. Okay? Because again, if the price goes up any further from here, we're going to see that free fall, and we never truly want that. If you want your coin to continue in value, it's got to pull back at some point. So taking a look at the 4-hour here, we can kind of see that we are working ourselves into a pretty interesting pattern. These patterns do typically break to the upside. So we've got that going here for this coin. We also have a few other factors too we want to talk about. We did break below this trend line, but we're now back up above it. So that's an interesting fact there. I believe that trend line was concurrent with the 50-day SMA, which it is, still holding. Okay, so we're above both moving averages, all three as a matter of fact. Very positive sign. So there's no reason to expect this price is going to drop like a rock. When we do look at those Elliott Wave theories, it's based on losing these moving averages and losing that momentum. We haven't lost that yet. Okay, so again, all the more reason to just keep your long position open and consider taking profits if you haven't already. We'll actually take a look at the Ichimoku cloud and see if that will help confirm some things for us here. But on the 4-hour time frame, we're looking good with the moving averages. We're trading perfectly between 50 and 70 on the RSI. This is a perfect place to be. And with money flow index increasing again in the last 14 candles. The MACD is starting to lose some momentum, which is normal based on this push that we've had here so far. We take a look at TD sequential, we can kind of see that we came up to a 5, got a nice little reset. We're back up to another 4 and reset again. So all good things here for this coin. Last but not least, we'll take a look at the hourly, and we'll take a look here at the Ichimoku cloud. This does confirm here with the lagging span intersecting with the price action here shortly that if you have profits, you should take those at this point. Conversion lines above the baseline, there is good momentum, and we're above the cloud here as well, which is staying right here concurrent with the trend line. All good things, except for the fact that when this lagging span intersects with the price action, it's kind of an indication to kind of consider trimming your position or closing your position. Okay? And what I mean by trim is just kind of take some profits while you can. because the price may pull back here now that it's kind of been stuck in this range and hasn't broken free from that yet. Okay. But again, decent kind of pattern here. There is potential for further upside. So I'm still leaning more towards the price of Cardano going up, but it would make more sense the price pull back in the immediate future first before it legs up again. Okay. So I'd just be prepared for that and ready for it. Adjust your stop loss accordingly. Ensure you take some profit. Let the rest ride. And obviously, if it continues to go up and we get confirmation, we can add to our position once we've broken through those levels. If we take a quick look at liquidity, there isn't a tremendous amount of liquidity up in the upper levels here. We took a look at the hourly, there is a small amount of liquidity here that could be swept again. It's really common for the price to kind of retest those ranges. So if the price doesn't pull back soon, we can expect roughly 33 cents to be retested. I think that would make sense. But once more, it really just depends on how this coin behaves and what Bitcoin decides it wants to do leading into the weekend. Bitcoin is notorious for pumping on Fridays and dumping on Mondays. Okay, so just be mindful. This weekend could be a good little altcoin weekend, but Monday is going to be the reckoning, for lack of better terms. Okay. That's where we're at there. If you got some comments, like, subscribe, follow the whole 9 yards. Greatly appreciate you jumping down below and adding to this the conversation if there is one. And obviously, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you want to become part of my premium group, cryptocash.tag is the site, link down below. We have limited slots available here. Just bear in mind, I will be full here in the short future here. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for talking. Hope you have a good one. We'll see you soon.